As promised, here's part 2 of working on the round tabletops. This one's about 38 inches in diameter, and you can see I have the large size Gorilla Glue to work on it with. That's 20 bucks at Lowe's, which seems expensive, but not compared to the $100 that you'll pay for the epoxy 2-part clear resin that you'll seal it with, which doesn't expand at all. The Gorilla Glue will expand, so you actually get more volume than that. So at any rate, I have the bottom of these cracks all caulked up, I hope, so that nothing will drip through to the bottom. This is the good side, this is the top. I've been sanding a little bit, and you can see the large cracks. These are big as your finger, in some cases even bigger. And so we're going to seal them up eventually with the 2-part epoxy clear. But meantime, let's put a little bit of the Gorilla Glue in here, and you just drizzle it in lightly. Bear in mind that it's going to expand, and you'll need to manipulate it for the first hour to hour and a half to strengthen it. Otherwise it gets real big and puffy with all the air bubbles. You don't really want the air bubbles, you just want some volume and all the strength you can get, and a good seal with the cracks so that the epoxy doesn't run out the bottom and go all over your garage floor. So I'm just filling it up here, and maybe I'll come back and do a third part and show you how you manipulate it, but you'll probably figure that out. Use a small stick or a nail to get the bubbles out and to reduce the volume of the expanding Gorilla Glue as it begins to cure. And remember, to store your Gorilla Glue, they advise you to get the air out of the bottle, squeeze it from the bottom with the lid on. And I didn't know that when I first started working with Gorilla Glue. I wondered why it didn't last very long, but that's the issue. It slowly reacts to the humidity in the air, and here in Florida we have a lot of humidity, so it cures fairly quickly, at least in the summertime in Florida. The other thing is, if your wood is sort of wet, it cures faster, and if it contacts the wet caulk, of course it cures faster. So this is really a wonderful combination, the caulk in the bottom to seal up the cracks, and then the Gorilla Glue on top of that to finish the job and give you some volume so that you don't have to spend a fortune on epoxy. Because I charge about $80 for these tables, which of course is pretty cheap when you consider the components probably cost me almost that, and not to mention your time. Of course, this is a fun project for people that like to recycle bits of wood that they find alongside the road. So enjoy some woodworking in your spare time.